Well, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kebu, and today I just wanted to talk about the number one deadly mistake that most women make that actually repel men. More like, it's why you don't have a man. Not why you don't have a man, but one of the reasons why you keep, not being able to attract the kind of man that you are really desiring to attract, which is the real man, the alpha man, the man who knows how to lead, who is assertive, who is direct, the really like the masculine man, the divine masculine man that you are looking to attract, the real man. I'm going to use that word, real man. Okay, so if you hear me use real man, then you know what I'm talking about. I heard that this phrase in a song yesterday, which jolted like a form of inspiration inside of me to say, okay, let's do this video today. Why you ain't got no man, boo? Oh goodness. So today I wanted to talk about that, and I heard a few short stuff here that I'm going to really look into and talk about. But before I go into today's video, I feel like it's important that I make this little disclaimer. First of all, everything that I'm going to say here in this video today, you don't have to take a ounce of it, okay? You do not have to take a ounce of it, boo. You do not have to do anything with it except just listen and watch this video till the end and find out if you are that woman who has been, looking for the man and who has been looking to attract a man to start a beautiful committed relationship with, or you've been dating for a while and you realize that every man that you talk to, after that one night of meeting them, they just don't call you back, text you back, or it just goes with the wind like that. Or maybe you've not even been attracting the right kind of man, you've been attracting the very scrappy kind of man. You might want to watch this video to the end to at least see if there is something else, if there is something new that resonates with your strategy, or the way that you've been approaching dating men or meeting men or connecting with men, and see if there are some things that you might want to look at. And also, second disclaimer is everything that I'm going to talk about today is all based on the concept of energy. So if you are that person who understand the idea, or who really believe in the idea that everything is energy and we are all energy, and energy is basically what drives us and what makes life happen for us, then it's important that you kind of like really take everything that I'm saying today from that place of, I am not saying that whatever approach you've been using is wrong, or what you've been doing is wrong, or you need to up your game or something. I'm just saying that maybe what you've been doing or saying have not really been aligned with the energy that you are putting out. Because I believe that it's one thing to say something, it's another thing to do something, and it's another thing entirely for the energy that we are putting out to really flow and align with what we're saying and what we're doing. For so most of us, you really feel like, oh yeah, I'm doing the right thing, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but is your energy really you know what I mean? So that's really the disclaimer that I wanted to talk about. So let's get into the video straight away. One deadly mistake that women make that repel the man that they are looking to attract. So this very mistake in very short statement is, you are running too deep in your masculine energy. It's as simple as that. But it's not quite simple, because I fucking have a long list of stuff here that I downloaded, and you just have to watch this video to the end and see if it makes sense. So running too deep into your masculine energy, like I said, and everything is energy. Like I said, energy is everything. And so what does it mean for you to be running too deep into your masculine energy, and why exactly is that repelling men away from you rather than attracting them into your magnetism? So the first thing I want to talk about is our magnetic monopole. Our magnetic monopole is responsible for how we are able to attract, or we are able to, how we are repelling. So the magnetic monopole is a concept in human design that is actually responsible for how we magnetize into our lives the things that we desire, and it's seated very pretty there in our heart space, right? It's like a beaming light, that light that they put around to just alert people when a plane is passing, so that is that very light. Yeah, that's the monopole, that's the magnetic monopole. It's like that light. And so that light is constantly shining to say, hey, see me, this is what I'm gravitating towards, I'm calling you. And for a lot of us, we've experienced a lot of trauma, we've experienced a lot of things that have actually caused our earth energy, our earth chakra in chakra system, but the human design system, they call it the earth center. It's like it's been blocked. It's full of so much traumatic emotions that we've not actually really released, and it blocks this magnetism. So if you are not living in alignment with the feelings that you actually want to call into your life, it could block that magnetic monopole. If you have a lot of emotions that you are not working through from past relationship traumas or past childhood traumas, it could block your magnetic monopole. And I see this happen a lot of times with a lot of women, because they've experienced something with one guy before. Their entire experience with men starts to follow that particular pattern, right? And so when they meet men, they put out this energy of all men are the same. This one too is going to come and be like this one before. Like, even if they're not saying it, their entire aura, their entire energy is really saying it. And so that really begins to subconsciously drive their actions and subconsciously push them to do a lot of things when they meet a new man, like responding so harshly to a new man that just says hi, hello, and you're like, like you have that already in your head, like, what does this one have to say again? And even if you pay attention to want to listen to this man, you're not listening from a genuine space of I want to connect with this person, I want to know who this person is. You're listening from a space of let me just listen to what this person wants to say. They're the same, but I wish I'd give him time to say what he wants to say and then see. That already is not an intention that is actually going to magnetize towards you men that are going to really, be that real man, okay? So that magnetic monopole is important, that you are keeping it vibrating in the desire that you want, in the vibration of your desire, in the frequency of your desire. So if you want a man who would, if you want a real man, you better be a real woman too when you go out there. And I'm not saying real woman as in savage, stubborn, unteachable, unagreeable, and say that's my real self. Come on, nobody wants to be with somebody like that. Nobody wants to be with somebody like that at all. Coming from that, if you want love into your life, you want a real man, you better be a real woman. Be a woman. What is the characteristics? What are the qualities of a woman? A woman is soft, she's feminine, she's open, she's receptive, she's fluid, right? Not rigid, not one-way person. That's a masculine energy, for crying out loud, right? Someone is taking my pictures here, yo. I'll have a photo shoot collection for you guys by the time I'm done. Then, so you have to really just open up and be that woman. And then I'm going to talk about alignment versus realignment. I hear a lot of women say this all the time. I'm attracting men that are not these men they just want to come and chop my body. They just want to come and do this and do that. And then they never really stop to ask themselves the question, why is it that out of all the kind of men in this world, these are the kind of men that I'm attracting? Do you ever ask yourself that question? It's important to ask yourself that question. And that asking yourself that question does not mean that is really what you desire. Or it doesn't mean that something is wrong with you. It just means that the universe is really telling you something here, but because you're so rigid and you're so stubborn, you are not opened, you're closed off literally, and you can't see beyond your own eyes, beyond your own nose, and you can't see what the universe is telling you. You cannot say that you are in alignment with this that you desire when this is what is coming your way. You don't fucking know what you're in alignment with. What exactly is alignment? Alignment is that thing that is really in your reality. So what is in your reality right now? Scrap man? That's what you're in alignment with, sis. And it doesn't mean something is wrong with you to be attracted to scrap men. It just means there is something that is telling you or trying to say something to you, and you need to only just open up and listen and see it, so that you can really just put yourself back into realignment with the kind of desire that you're looking for. So if you are not doing that, you would always tend to be in your masculine energy with men when you meet men, because of course you've attracted a lot of men that are not up to par, and that has become like a barometer for you. Every time you go out there and meet a man, you're so on guard, you're so fixated on, okay, maybe this one too is crap, I just have to just hold on tight. You can't be like that and expect to attract a man. You repel them at the worst. Then let's talk about intelligence versus wisdom. Intelligence is a masculine thing. I'm not saying don't be intelligent. I'm a fucking intelligent woman myself. But when it comes to intelligence versus wisdom, I would always choose wisdom, because wisdom is a feminine trait, right? I don't want to constantly be in my mind and thinking in terms of my own intelligence, especially when it comes to dealing with men. No man wants a dick. A man does not want another dick, like the words of my bro in Soul, Supreme Mega Blinks. No man wants a fucking dick. What's he gonna do with the dick? He has one already. So you cannot be in your mind space with a man. Men live in their minds. They are dominantly mental people, and as a woman, you are dominantly a being of the body. So your wisdom is in this body. So rather than when trying so hard to be in your head all the time, trying to think everything, overanalyze everything, be smart, be all that. Nobody's saying you're not smart, but when it comes to dealing with men, when you meet men, you have to leave that intelligence and tap into your wisdom instead. And that wisdom is a measure of your body. How do you feel around this man? Do you feel like there's something tingling in your body that says, I want to unravel the layer of what this really is? Then allow that to unravel. Just let it flow, leave it. Don't be too heavily, inside of it, right? Another thing that I like to talk about is asking too many questions. So many women do this. Asking so fucking many questions. You meet a man for the first time, you're already asking him, what do you do? Where do you live? Are you married? I don't understand. That's too desperate. That energy is desperate. They can see through you. They already know that this person has been finding a man and it's not been easy for her. So she has to ask all these questions so that it's just too much, babe. It's repelling. Ask yourself, right? If you were to go out to meet someone and then they bombarded you with a lot of questions, like an interrogator, like they are a private investigator and trying to figure out, how are you going to feel? Did I hear you say creepy? It's creepy. Very creepy, babe. Asking to the purpose of a very first meeting is always to set another date or to get that person's number and to connect. Connection is not a factor of knowing. Connection is a factor of feeling. I am going to repeat that again for my babes at the back. Connection is not a factor of knowing. Connection is a factor of feeling. So allow yourself to feel in that moment with that person. If you want to dance with them, dance with them. Just allow yourself to be free. Let loose, like literally let loose. And just have fun in that moment. That person that you're meeting, who says is your boyfriend? Who says there's a potentiality of a boyfriend? Not every man that meets you wants any relationship with you. Even if they want a relationship with you, the fact that you're coming off like that, like a police officer interrogating them, is a turn off. As a woman, it's a turn off for me if a man on the first date is asking me so many questions. You either want to collect my number, set up a new date so that we can use that to talk and, really get together, or maybe get me into your bedroom and let's fuck and then let's get it over with. Not turn me into like I'm writing a statement. So, just losing it, right? The worst that you can ask a person on a first date is, what's your name? because of course the name is the most important thing. If you are even a wisdom babe, when somebody tells you their name, you can feel it deep in your core, the essence of who they are. Ask their name. You might want to go a little bit tingly further, you know, maybe you guys are really just getting into the zone and you ask this person for maybe what they do or the business cards or something. Babe, please stop asking too many questions. If there's anybody who should ask questions, it's the man. And let me tell you this secret, yeah. Whoever is the most invested, whoever is the most invested in that conversation is the one with the less power, my dear. Do you get that? I teach this to the men a lot. Whoever is the most, when I tell them that let the woman talk, let her do the talking, I'm not saying she should be the one asking the question. Like, be the one to ask him the question, right? I mean, ask her the question, let her talk. So if you are the woman and you're the one talking, you are the most invested. And if you're that most invested, it's about the sub-communication, babe. It's about the sub-communication of what you're trying to say. It's not really about what you're trying to say or what you're trying to do. But I'm trying to get to know him. I mean, I cannot go with a stranger. I don't understand. Can you not dance with a stranger? Can you not dance with a stranger? Can you not hold hands with a stranger? If you're not looking for a relationship and you see somebody on the road, the kindness in your heart alone should make you be able to hold hands with them. It doesn't have to go past holding hands with them. It doesn't always have to go past dancing and having fun with them in that moment. Yo, just allow yourself to let loose and be. That's the essence of the feminine energy. And then let's talk about leading versus guiding. As women, we know how, we are designed to guide more than we are designed to lead. So if you are a leader as a woman, the feminine energy is more guiding. And how do you guide a man doing anything? I mean, you guide a man with your body language. Come on, babe. You guide a man with your body language, not your words, your body language. You don't lead the man. Let the man be the one to lead. When you meet a man for the first time, let him be the one to ask you the question. Let him be the one to ask you if you want to drink. Let him be the one to ask you if you want to sit down. Let him be the one to ask you if you want to dance. Let him be the one to ask you if you want to go there. You just lead with your body language. The way you look at him, the way you sit, the way your body moves, the way you know. It's enough to tell a man, to guide a man to what you are wanting. That's called flirting. You have to learn how to flirt with a man without saying a word, without having to do too much. Just let him know, let him feel that, okay, she's interested by our body language. And because of that body language, he will come and lead. So you guide him with your body language and let him come and lead you with his words. And kaboom! Then controlling versus surrender now. When you are in this masculine energy, this is literally what you're doing. You're controlling the whole situation. And I see that with a lot of women who have had to be the one who've controlled their life for a long time, who's had to be the one who's done everything for themselves, the Miss Independent. I am that person. I'm still independent. And I used to be chronically independent, if that's a word, chronically independent, right? But I realized that it doesn't do anybody any good. If we were supposed to come here and do shit alone, maybe the universe would have dropped just us in a very big shape into this world so that we can fit into the whole universe and the whole world, and we don't need anybody else. But you came here with a bunch of millions of billions of people with, if not so. So why do we have to be the one like that? It's not healthy for us, right? Even though we are capable of it, but it's not healthy for us. We came here to learn how to actually be, right? So surrender. When you're with a man, surrender fully into your divine essence. You don't have to surrender into his arms or into his hands. Surrender into your own essence, your divine feminine essence, and let that energy guide every freaking thing. Meaning surrender into the moment. Asking a man so many questions on the first meeting means you're already looking far. Like you're already looking far, like too far. He's not your boyfriend though. There's There's no guarantee that you people are going to go past that night. Even if you are going to go past that night, that too many questions is going to cut it short, because nobody is attracted to that kind of thing. You're too creepy, too piercing. Why do you want to know all this information? Why are you so desperate? That's what's ringing in the person's head. And when you're controlling everything so much, that's the same message, that's the same sub-communication, that you're desperate and you've been looking for this for a long time. I mean, you're a fucking goddess, babe. You're a fucking goddess. You have to just be and let everything come to you. You don't go looking for it. If you want to know a man, chill out. You will know more, like you will know a lot about a man when you are so chilled and surrendered than you would ever know when you're asking him questions. When you're asking him questions, he's going to lie to you a lot, because now you put him on a hot seat. Why does she want to know all this? Does it mean that even if he's thinking, oh, I want to fuck her today, does it mean that by the time she knows all these things, she will not give me a chance again? So he will lie. So what's the stress? Observing a man and just being chilled and tapping into your feminine energy, into your body's wisdom, will give you more information about who a man is than you will ever get when you're asking him a question. No questions. Body over mind. Body over freaking mind. That's the last thing I'm going to talk about. Body over mind. Tune into your body. What is your body telling you about this person? Our mind, because a lot of us have lived in our minds for so long, we've allowed our minds to bully our body. Like, we literally allow our mind to bully our body at every chance that it gets. And do not forget this, your body lives inside of your mind. And because your body lives inside of your mind, it's so easy for us to use our mind to control our bodies and really deaden the wisdom and intelligence of our bodies. When you're with a man that you really, really like and your body wants to get to know and connect with them, you will feel the surge of emotion and sensations in your body, like sexual tension. The chemistry, you will feel it in your body. It's like something is crawling under your skin. Sometimes for me, my pussy just starts to do a lot of stunts. And I'm like, I have to most time be like, bitch, will you calm the fuck down? I mean, just chill out, yo. Your pussy will tell you, your body will tell you, your nipples will tell you that this person is worth it, that this person, you should try to get to connect with them. And remember what I said about connection is a factor of feeling, not knowing. So in that moment, just allow your body to flow and connect with that person. If you want to dance with them, dance with them. If you, sometimes it might end up being a kissing experience and you kiss them. I don't understand. What kissing does not mean somebody really loves you. It is just a desire. It's just a thing of desire in that moment, that we are humans and we cannot deaden our bodies' responses or desires. We can't. So just allow your body to guide you. And the fact that somebody did that with you on a first meeting does not mean that they're not going to call you back. It does not mean. Have you seen women who are so free-spirited, who are so alive, who are so vibrant, and who like to have fun? They're always having fun with any man that they meet. Like, they're just carefree and having fun. They are the ones that have men in the palms of their hands. You know why that is? Because no man, I'm saying this with all boldness, no man can resist a woman who is seated deeply in her divine feminine essence. It's not a spell. It's not a matter of spell or jazz or something. It's energy. It's magnetizing. It's your magnetic monopole. If you're a joyful, vibrant, radiant woman that is full of life, that is alive and that is carefree and free-spirited, you're going to magnetize men naturally, and you don't even have to do so much, and they just come. And then you now have the power in that moment to choose who and what kind of man you accept their invitation, or which kind of man you're choosing for yourself. So that's basically all that I wanted to talk about today. And I need to let you guys know right now, because I'm saying this and it might look like, oh my god, I've been there. I have fucking been there. I've made a lot of dating mistakes that I've had to realize the hard way. And hopefully someone else doesn't have to realize it the hard way. That's why I'm making this video. So I am not that dating guru or something was just known so much. I mean, I've lived with men all my life. I have a lot of male friends. So I used to be a wing girl. I used to do all of those things for my male friends. So I really know a lot about men. And as much as I also have female friends, a lot of female friends, and I see a whole lot of women, how they do and how they behave when it comes to men. And I do feel like when we begin to learn as like the individual differences, how men like to get attracted or magnetized in, and how women, you know, like to get magnetized in, and how women should actually be in order to magnetize or to attract rather men into their worlds, it becomes so easy for us to cultivate, to build relationships, to date in a way that fulfills and satisfies us, you know. And it's like a magnet, right? If you put two magnets of opposites of equal charge together, you will never get the good results. It can magnetize, but when you put a magnet with opposite charge together, it pulls in, it attracts, you know. So, and one last thing before I end this video is, as a woman, you have to learn the power of push and pull. What you want to do is you want to pull. Don't ever try to push. Pushing is for the men. I say this to my female friends a lot. Stop looking for a man. You're not supposed to be finding a man. I don't understand. What lost? It didn't lost now. A man is not a piece of jewelry that you are looking for. It did not lost. Sit right in your beautiful female essence and let the man come do the work of finding you. He's not even going to be finding you because you're not lost. He's just going to be pulled into your world, and then he is going to push for you and pursue you. I do hope that this video today makes a lot of sense to you. If it does make a lot of sense to you and you see some new perspective, or you see some new learnings, then something new, or you probably heard something that resonated with you, or maybe a mistake that you've made in the past, I would really love to hear your perspective of what you think about this video. And also, you know, if you really like it, leave me a thumbs up. It would help my channel get to a lot of people. And also it will make my heart happy to know that coming in here to record this video for you guys was not in vain, and I did, you know. Yeah, so let me know if you have any new thing that you would like me to know, and if there's anything that you would like me to talk about, feel free to leave that in the comment. If you're drawn to, remember, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do, only that which you desire to do. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah.